Welcome to Small Deck Collections new video, another one in the series. Okay, so I was looking at Ciro Marchetti. Okay, this is the Gilded Tarot Royale. He's got some amazing decks which I do want to add to my collection at some stage. Okay, there are a few other decks I do want to add. Unfortunately, I don't really need everything. I just love his artwork. I really think his artwork is amazing. There's a couple of decks that I really want that I think would be beneficial. The guidebooks are fantastic. Just his artwork is just stunning. Now, this is a Gilded Tarot Royale, as I said. The Gilded Tarot was originally with borders, and you'll find them in some of the Easy Tarot kit and that, which are absolutely awesome. Totally a great beginner's deck. Really beautiful to add. Now, as a tarot deck, this is another great start to your tarot collection. I mean, this is a deck that totally follows the Rider-Waite-Smith imagery in many aspects, but gives you a brighter colouring, slightly more fantasy energy. Now, I've actually edged mine, and I'm really pleased with it. Really pleased with it. So that's the Gilded Tarot Royale. Now I'm thinking about oracle decks that go with it. I don't have Ciro's oracle deck, which I do want, Oracle of Visions. So I am looking to bring that deck into my collection. What I do have in Ciro's, which is great alternative, if you want to sort of add another layer to the tarot, is Ciro's Lenormand deck. Now this is the extended pack, and I love the way that they actually work really well together. They're beautiful in readings. They sort of add a different layer to your reading and work really well. So that's something that you could add to this collection. So you've got your tarot deck, then you have your Lenormand, which I'll just put to one side. Now, the Oracle of Visions would be a really great addition to this collection right here. Okay, so trying to decide what deck would be beneficial. What did I do with the there it is. I think I just want to come out a wee bit. There we go, that's better. Okay, so I'm thinking of adding different oracle decks to this. What would I choose? Okay, now we've got Oracle of Mermaids, which I've shown before, and I think because it gives it that sort of fantasy feel to it. Now I think any of Lucy's decks, and I've got 3 here that I'm going to show you, so I think this is definitely one of them, is the Oracle of Mermaids. I think it goes really well. The next one I think of would be the Fairy, is the other one I've got is the Fairy Forest. One thing I love about Lucy's decks is they buy some beautiful artists. Let's have a look and see. Let me put my glasses on so I can actually read the artists' names. Okay, so we've got the artist here. Let's have a look. Selena finish. That's it. For a minute I went blank. You know how your mind suddenly goes blank? Now, is this one by... Let's see. Now, they're all done by Blue Angel. Well, this one's done by... Mixing Gold. Mixing Gold. Okay. So we've got that artwork too. So I think like the fairies, the fairy forest is another great oracle. Okay, the last one I've got is the Foxfire. Okay, and this, let's have a look. Well, this one's done by Meredith Dillman. You mustn't forget the artists who create these decks. The creator, the author, the person who writes the books, the ideas and all that are fantastic, but we mustn't forget the artists as well. So these are 3 decks by 3 different artists, but the creator, of course, is Lucy Cavendish with the Ciro. What a great addition to, what a great little collection. This looks really amazing. So you've got 1 tarot deck and a Lenormand deck with 3 oracle decks. Okay, what a great collection. I think it really does speak volumes. With the artwork, I think it worked really, really well together energetically. The colours are really, really nice. They sort of got that same sort of fantasy feel about it all. So that was sort of an idea of a collection. Now you want to add a couple of tarot decks. Now you're expanding your knowledge of tarot, so to speak. You've really dived in deep. You've got a really deep understanding of what the cards mean. And you want to try something different. Well, I've got here the Fairy Lights Tarot. So I think that goes really, really well with the Fairy Forest. I mean, and the Kitsune as well. Kitsune. The Foxfire Tarot. I think it goes really well with any of those. And I think it would really go well with the Oracle of Mermaids. We've got one here, Falling in Love. Looks sort of quite with things and things. So I think you could really use this deck with any of those. And the other tarot deck I've got, and you could use any sort of Japanese themed deck. I think that would work really, really well. Would be to have a Japanese themed deck if you wanted to. And there's lots of different Japanese decks. This is just one I got. This was a Kickstarter, and I love the vintage Japanese. Bobby Alexander, you can find Alexandra. You can find him. He's Kickstarter. You can find him on Etsy store. Really, really cool. So this to me would be a really good selection. You've got, again, you've got 3 tarot decks, 3 oracle decks, plus a Lenormand deck. What a great collection. I mean, this you could do a wide variety of readings. You've got some thought about it. So you basically got a fantasy deck here. Any of Ciro's decks are fantastic. Of course, not necessarily just the Gilded Tarot, but you've got some other fantastic decks as well, which are all beautiful artwork. You've got the Fairy Lights, and you've got the vintage Japanese. Like I said, you could use any fairy tarot deck. There's a beautiful range of fairy decks out there, which speak volumes that you could use, and definitely any sort of Japanese deck as well, just to add to the selection. If you didn't have any more Ciro decks and you wanted something a bit different to add to the selection, I think another fairy deck, anything out there that appeals to you, the artwork, any Japanese deck. And then you've got a fairy oracle, the mermaid fantasy, any sort of Lucy Cavendish type decks would be suitable, of course, with these as well. I mean, she's got some fantastic range, which I wouldn't mind getting a few more, just to add to the selection, to the variety, to sort of connect in these themes. I'm sort of thinking about the fantasy and that. I mean, it starts to expand, but let's just keep it really simple. Let's just choose that you've just got a really nice small selection of a tarot with Ciro, or you've got 3 tarot decks, 3 oracle, and a Lenormand. That's a really nice small selection that go together. They complement each other. You can use them in a variety of ways. If you want me to expand on how I would use these decks, please let me know in the comment below. Let me know what you think, what decks you have, what are your combinations, how you combine the decks. If you want me to go into how I combine them in a reading, please, comment down below, let me know what you think. Anyway, that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links below, check the links on my channel, like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care and blessed be.